it's time for your 5 for 5, and I want to show you my new shirt I have. I'm sure you have seen those around that says, when you can be anything in this world, be kind. And isn't it sad that we have to wear shirts that say that? And in fact, I'm wearing it for a reason, because we are in the middle of Be Kind to Humankind Week. How sad is that? That we have to have a week designed to be kind to people. And as sad as it is, I do find a little humor in this. Number one, for those of us that try to be kind all the time, we look at that and say, really? For a week, the rest of the world's going to join us and be nice for 7 days? And this is up on Monday, so that means those people that are going to join us for 7 days can go back to being their unkind, nasty self on Tuesday. And then I think the people that are not kind look at this week and say, really? You want me to be kind for 7 days? Not a chance. Why is it so hard to be kind, and why do we have to promote kindness? Well, there are certain people in the world that just aren't going to be kind no matter what. They're not going to be kind to their families, they're not going to be kind to their friends, not going to be kind to strangers. Then there are people like us that we try to be kind most of the time. We try to be kind to our families most of the time. We try to be kind to our friends most of the time. And we even try to be kind to strangers most of the time. However, there's always that person that I just can't be kind to, or I try to be kind to, or I have to muster up the courage and the energy to be kind. That fill in the blank is different for all of us. Perhaps it's a real person with a name that you just find it so hard to be kind to. Timmy, Sally, Susie. Or maybe it's a group of people. Or maybe it's a person that doesn't live like you live, or doesn't believe like you believe, or doesn't vote like you vote, or doesn't behave like you behave. Maybe those are the kinds of the people that you have a hard time being kind to. Well, in the movie To Kill a Mockingbird, the dad said to the daughter, a famous line, that we will never understand someone else unless we see things from their point of view, unless we crawl in their skin and walk around in it. And I think that is such a powerful statement, that we really can't understand why someone else behaves the way they do, or why someone votes the way they do, or why someone lives the way they do, unless we could really crawl in their skin and walk around in it. That would be way cool if we could, but it's really not possible. But what if we could get close? What if we could get close to walking around in someone else's skin? I think the next best thing is to have a cup of coffee with them. That's why we're in the coffee bar. I think that when we sit down and have coffee with a friend, we share life together. And I think when we sit down and have coffee with a friend, we ask questions. And we learn about that person. And we learn about their childhood. And we learn about the things that make them who they are. So this 5 for 5 is going to be a little different tonight, because you're going to have homework for tomorrow. I want you to think about the person you have the hardest time being kind to. And maybe you're kind all the time, but you really find it difficult to be kind to this person. And you know who that person is for you. It might be a person with a name, or it might be that kind of person in that kind of category. And so once you think of that person tonight, I want you to imagine sitting down, and I've made coffee. I have green tea latte I'm going to share with you as you drink your coffee. And we're going to pretend like we're going to pour that person a cup of coffee. And maybe coffee's not your thing. Maybe it's just my thing. Maybe you want to sit down and have wine with this person. Maybe a beer. Whatever your choice is. And I just spilled it. Must be a hole in the cup. And so tonight's homework is you find that person that you have the most difficulty in being kind to. And you're going to vision sitting down with them face to face at a table. And tonight's homework is you're going to think of 5 questions that you would ask that person. 5 questions, just like if you and I sat down and had this cup of coffee together. So tomorrow's 5 for 5, we'll be talking about those 5 questions. Have fun with your your homework, and I'll see you tomorrow.